Welcome to the Samsung Galaxy A72 gaming review. I am going to play multiple games on this phone. This is not your typical PUBG test only. I have included a number of games in this gaming review. First of all, let me show you the phone's battery. It's charged up to 99% right now. The phone is connected to Wi-Fi, brightness is full. I am using 90Hz refresh rate and I am using the Gamebench FPS tool to record FPS and other stats of the games on this phone. First of all, I am going to play the PUBG Mobile. PUBG Mobile offers ultra frame rate at max with smooth settings, so I am first going to play the game in smooth ultra settings. Let me show you the phone's temperature before starting any game. The phone's temperature is normal around 30 degrees right now. The game started off really smooth. Details are not very high. Of course, we are using smooth graphics, so the details are not supposed to be high. However, the game is extremely smooth and fluent. Look at the water. There is a slight amount of details in the water splashes and the rocks are not covered under a lot of details either. The clouds and the sky's color looks good. Again, not so detailed and not very accurate. The clouds are a bit blown off because of those extra highlights. Jumping off from the plane, everything underneath looks good. Look at the smoke, at least we can see it, so this is good enough. Generally on a flagship device, every single hut underneath or every single house is clearly visible, but I have not seen such graphics on a single mid-range phone so far. So in that perspective, this is acceptable to me. By the way, keep your eyes on the frame rate. This phone is giving us a frame rate of 39 or 40 frames per second constantly. With the ultra frame rate, this is the max we can get. It's a shame that we still don't have extreme FPS on Samsung's mid-range phones. Only extreme FPS will give us an FPS of 60. Check out the trees, grass, leaves and other elements, they look fine. You won't find them as sharp for sure. These will definitely improve when we play the game in HD settings. Remember that I am not a pro player. I play the game sometimes whenever I have to record a gaming review only, so don't judge my gameplay. Just focus on the game's performance, graphics and the FPS. There are no lags, no stutters, and no jitters. The only thing that I don't find good is the amount of details in the graphics. They could be a bit sharp. We can definitely get sharp graphics in the HD graphics mode, but that will bring down the frame rates. The touch responsiveness of the screen is really good. I am not feeling any discomfort at all. My player was killed after his first 12 minutes of the game, so I had to switch to the graphics for the second gameplay. Before that, I will show you the phone's temperature too. The max temperature after first gameplay of 12 minutes is just 38 degrees from the front. I have now switched the graphics to HD, but now my FPS is limited to high only. Let's see how it performs with HD and high. Okay, the details are definitely on the next level now. Sharpness has increased, the grass looks clear, the water has better details, and check out the rocks. The details on the rocks have increased too. The sky also looks a bit better. Jumping off from the plane and the smoke has higher details now, it looks much better. But one thing that I noticed is that the game is not as fluent and smooth as it was before. The game does not lag a lot, but I can feel that choppiness in the gameplay now. While playing this game in the HD graphics, I decided to turn on the phone's screen recorder, and the screen recorder completely ruined my experience. The game started lagging to a point where it became unplayable. I don't know why this happened because I am already running my FPS meter too. Anyways, I turned off the screen recorder and continued playing the game. I could feel the phone's temperature going up slowly. I played the game for a longer duration this time, and you can see that the phone is giving us a frame rate of 30 FPS. After this gameplay, the phone's temperature had hit 39 degrees from the front and 38 degrees from the rear. I will quickly show you some stats from my FPS meter, the CPU, RAM and battery usage. The phone gave us a median FPS of 39 with ultra FPS and 30 with high FPS. Moving on to the COD Mobile. First, I played this game with high graphics and max frame rate. It does not allow max frame rate with high graphics. COD Mobile is a treat to play on this phone.
Contact with enemy! Reloading!
Predator missile awaiting orders.
Target down!
The graphics look extremely detailed, colors are good, the game is smooth, too much smooth. Stereo speakers of this phone take the sound experience to a whole new level. The bottom speaker is placed towards the phone's bottom right corner. Even if you end up covering the speaker with your hand while playing the game, the front stereo speaker is still going to keep your experience good. For the COD Mobile, the phone gives us 60 FPS constant frame rate. This game looks extremely good on this phone and I have no complaints with this one. PUBG is a different game, it's a heavy game and it has its own limits and requirements. I played the COD Mobile with very high graphics and very high frame rates, and in this mode,
Enemy UAV spotted.
the phone once again gave me a frame rate of over 55, which is a really good thing. Enjoy the gameplay for a while and I will show you the phone's temperature before starting the next game now.
Contact with enemy!
Predator missile inbound.
Reloading! Dig back up! Target dig back up!
Okay, for the COD Mobile, our median FPS is 55 and the temperature has increased further, 40 degrees near the camera module. But let's see how it goes with the upcoming games, because if it stays around 40 to 42 degrees, it's going to be a fine choice. Exynos CPUs can go over 46 or 47 degrees, just in case you don't remember. The Snapdragon chipset on the A72 is supposed to perform better. And by the way, we still don't know what Snapdragon chipset is there on the Galaxy A72. It is either the 720G or the 732G. I played the Asphalt 9 with very high quality graphics. This game also runs extremely smooth on this phone. Playing this game is actually a lot of fun. Its graphics look fine to me and the game runs without any kind of issue. But it stays at 30 FPS only, and I believe that's the limit in this game's graphics and not the phone's capabilities. Towards the end of this gaming test, I played the Sonic Dash on the phone first. Look at how good the game looks. It gives 60 FPS and it's such a nice experience because of 90Hz refresh rate of this phone. Runner games are just a whole lot of fun. Extremely high graphics and extremely smooth gameplay. In the end, I played Subway Surfers 2. The game runs buttery smooth once again. My FPS tool broke while playing this game, but it generally gives an FPS of 60 frames per second on such phones. Overall, the Galaxy A72 is a solid device for playing the games, and with that 5000 mAh battery, I believe it can last longer if you are an avid gamer. Look at the battery. How much battery have we lost in almost 1 hour of this entire test? It is not a big upgrade in terms of performance over the Galaxy A71, but it does its job perfectly well and doesn't lag behind other mid-range phones. Let me know about your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you found this video useful, subscribe if you have not yet. With that being said, I will sign off and see you all in the next one.